Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures 0730 hours. Turn 15. This will be the introduction video for this turn. We'll start by explaining the situation for the 506th. Colonel Sink, commander of the 506th, positioned here in the hedgerow. Second in command, platoon commander, Captain Carey, and radio operator. Same thing with Colonel Sink, and he has a radio operator. Sink's sort of leading the center attack for the 506th, and platoon commander Captain Carey is leading the right flank from the rear, though. Over on the left flank in the hedgerows, we have platoon leader First Lieutenant Corey. The 506th objective is to kill Germans, to take the farm complex, and most importantly to take possession of the river lock, to close the river lock so that the water will stop flowing and flooding these green fields. These green fields is infantry advance only and no vehicles. The brown fields, regular movement, they are not flooded. They're on higher elevation. Hedgerows block line of sight, and you can hide in them also. And once the enemy reaches within 4 inches and both units are in the hedgerow, or one unit's out of the hedgerow looking into the hedgerow, they can spot the enemy that's in the hedgerow. So 4 inches away, when you're in the hedgerow looking out, you can see regularly. For the 506th here on the left flank, we have first squad soldier in the front, second squad assistant leader Sergeant Adam, and first bazooka team. And then this is the light machine gun team from first squad. First squad has taken 8 KIA. They're down to just 4 soldiers remaining, the 3 I mentioned there, plus I believe this soldier here is a first squad assistant leader, Sergeant Steven. There's 1 man remaining from second medium machine gun team, the gunner. And then the 57mm AT gun, Sergeant Jory the sniper, who will start on ambush. Sergeant Travis's M8 scout car, and there is an artillery strike that has been called in, and before the first order dice of this turn, we will address that artillery strike. First MMG team has moved forward to this hedgerow. Currently, all of the soldiers for German and US are hidden in the hedgerows. We have a medium mortar team back here. They are going to be hitting on a 5 this turn, and they are aiming for the middle window, second floor, where there is the 1058 3rd Section LMG team. We'll get to the 1058th in just a moment. The light mortar is going to need a new target this turn. They were targeting the 6 Fallschirmjäger 1st Section LMG team here in the corner. They were in the middle there, in the open, and they moved position. With the M5 3-inch AT gun positioned in the road. They were shot at by the sniper from the 6th Fallschirmjäger, Sergeant Neiman, was positioned in the attic of this building. He missed, and they rolled to spot the sniper, and they did spot him. So sniper will have to figure out what he's going to do. Here in the middle of the fight is there's one soldier, a second squad soldier with a BAR, center screen. Sergeant Caleb the sniper in the front of the three-man stack, and then that is a second squad LMG team. Sergeant Caleb the sniper will start on ambush. These soldiers are all currently hidden. Over here in front of Colonel Sink, we have a second bazooka team, and then third squad assistant leader Sergeant Brandon, who just saved the medic's life. He was bleeding out, but he patched him up. So the medic still has some pins to get rid of in the front of the stack. And that's pretty much the soldiers in the center. The second squad leader, Sergeant Braden. Third squad LMG loader in front of him. I already mentioned platoon commander Captain Carey. Second squad LMG team. Third squad soldier with the BAR. And a second squad's rifleman next to him. We've got the flamethrower team on ambush. Platoon Sergeant David, right in front of the flamethrower team. Over here on the right, we have third squad leader Sergeant Jake McNeese, and then next to him is a second squad soldier with an SMG. So in total, the 506 has taken 24 KIA in this 14 turns so far. And they currently... So it's 8 from first squad that has been KIA fighting over the left and the left flank. Second squad are spread out, and they've only had 2 KIA out of 12. Third squad, who mostly did battle over here on this right flank and sort of in the center, they've lost 8 KIA. And then heavy weapons for the 506 has had 6 KIA. And no headquarters soldiers have been killed yet. They've been doing most of their fighting's been with the 1058 Grenadiers. Second section of the 1058 Grenadiers has taken the worst. They have one soldier here with an LMG who'll start on ambush. They have 2 more soldiers from that second section here with assault rifles and Panzerfaust. They're going to start on ambush. The other 7 soldiers from their section have been killed. Sergeant Ronald's half-track will start on ambush. Over here we have 6th Fallschirmjäger platoon leader, First Lieutenant Reese, who's come out of the headquarters where he was meeting with the platoon commander, First Lieutenant Kreutner of the 1058. Over on this, the 6th Fallschirmjäger has pushed half of first section forward. Soldier here, first section, assistant leader, Sergeant Jarl, center, he'll start on ambush. And then in the corner we have the first section of the 6th Fallschirmjäger LMG team. Now this flank's pretty strong for the Germans. In the center, the Germans have the platoon leader for the 100th Panzer platoon that's attached to the 1058. And this is Sergeant First Lieutenant Eulander's Puma and Sergeant Gerald's half-track. And then in the center, we have 1058 3rd Section leader Sergeant Martin and 1 soldier with a rifle with him. They have some pins to get rid of. You'll see these D6s. The brown D6s are German grenades held, and the green D6s are U.S. grenades held by the units. And when the soldiers die, like here in the road, the Germans got wiped out, mostly from 2nd Section, a few headquarters. Those, for example, there's 5 grenades sitting next to that dead body of the German there. So if the U.S. soldiers get brave enough to try to jump out there and grab it, but as we've already talked, we got 3 units on ambush right here, or 4. And over here, the 6th Fallschirmjäger 3-man forward observer team who was in the headquarters at the meeting with First Lieutenant Reese. They've got a good position here supporting the 1058th. 1058th First Section, two-man LMG team in the corner of the wall there. First Section leader, Sergeant Michael. He's the one who planted explosives on this bridge early in the battle and then detonated it with great effect. Move over to the other flank now, to the 1058th right flank. So we're on the right flank now for the Germans. And the Germans' flank crumbled here on the right, and the 1058 Platoon Sergeant Robert, the two men closest to the view, they escaped that hedgerow. And the 6th Fallschirmjäger 2nd Section Assistant Leader, Sergeant Hauser, he is pushing forward as a scout. I need to get him in a position where he can spot the U.S. forces sneaking down the hedgerow in order to be able to call in artillery strikes on this hedgerow and slow down the U.S. advance. We have a 2nd section of the 6th Fallschirmjäger, 2 soldiers here on ambush starting out, and the 6th Fallschirmjäger medic is here. On the porch, we have the patio, we have 1058 3rd Section Assistant Leader, Sergeant Logan. He's hidden. Inside of the headquarters of the 1058, we have, on the 2nd floor, we have the platoon commander of the 1058, First Lieutenant Kreutner, with his radio operator. And then we have the 1058 sniper, far left, and 2 3rd Section LMG teams. The one in the center has been spotted, and the medium mortar for the 506th is hitting on a 5 this turn. All 3 of these units in the windows are starting on ambush. And I don't think, not the platoon commander though. Yeah, not the platoon commander. And as for the 1058's casualties, the 1058 has taken 17 KIA, of which 7 are from first section, mostly on this right flank and center. They were lost. Second section, as I mentioned over here on the left flank for the 1058, take 7 KIA. And the third section has only taken 2 KIA, headquarters 1, which was, I believe, the medic. And the 100th Panzer, they have taken 3 KIA from Sergeant Ronald's half-track. The soldier who's manning the light AT gun in the back was a soldier that detached himself, or was ordered to detach from 2nd section of the 6th Fallschirmjäger, or excuse me, it'd be the 1st section of the 6th Fallschirmjäger, and he joined Sergeant Ronald's half-track to fill in for his 3 KIA. As for the 6th Fallschirmjäger, they, let's see, I believe they did take a casualty, actually. Yes, it was Sergeant Lehman, the sniper, the 6th Fallschirmjäger, who was spotted and then was taken out by the 57mm AT gun team. That's the only KIA for the 6th Fallschirmjäger. So here on the Carentan and hedgerows table, in 14 turns, we have a total of 21 KIA for the German forces, including the 1058 Grenadiers, the 6th Fallschirmjäger, and the 100th Panzer. And then for the 506th platoon, we have 24 KIA. But had one save. Sergeant Brandon, 3rd Squad Assistant Leader, there in front of the Bazooka Man. He has the save for the medic. He revived. As for the objectives, this objective was already destroyed by the Germans, so the 506 was unable to capture that bridge. The 6th Fallschirmjäger hold the river lock and both bridges leading into Carentan. Got a 2nd section LMG team moving forward here to get into this building for the 6th Fallschirmjäger. And then every unit I'm going to mention from this point on is 6th Fallschirmjäger, so I'm not going to say it. So 2nd section, 2 soldiers here holding the river lock. We have the 2nd section leader, Sergeant Hans, center, and the LMG team next to him, all 2nd section. We have the platoon sergeant, and that would be Fritz. Not going to mention Fritz, who it's for. The 1st section LMG team, and then 1st section Sergeant Carl. Positioned here. 1st section, 2 soldiers with assault rifles and Panzerfaust. And then we have 3rd section moving forward to support. We have 3rd section center screen, 3rd section assistant leader, Sergeant Thor, and 2-man rifle team with Panzerfaust from 3rd section. And the 3rd section LMG team is heading up the stairs to get into the 2nd floor of this building and be able to provide more cover. The other half of 3rd section is over here with Sergeant Odin, center screen, 2-man rifle team with Panzerfaust. The other 3rd section LMG team center, flamethrower team moving up to support. We have this is all 6 Fallschirmjägers still. We have a spotter, 4 observer moving this direction. Here in the courtyard of the chapel, we have the medium mortar. And on the 1st floor of the tower, you can see center screen is Major Vonderheit, commander of the 6th Fallschirmjäger, with his radio operator, which they are heading up into the tower to be able to provide, well, to call in any kind of support they need. Moving this way, in the 2nd story of this building center screen, in the window there we have the MMG team for the 6th Fallschirmjäger. We're moving over here. In this building, we have some 6th Fallschirmjäger soldiers as well. In the attic, we have Sergeant Neiman, the sniper, who has been spotted, but will start on ambush so that he'll be able to react before the first dice of the game and change positions if he wants to be hidden again and not take fire from the 3-inch, the M5 3-inch AT gun down the road. On the 2nd floor of the same building, 6th Fallschirmjäger Panzerschreck team moving into position to be able to cover both bridges into Carentan, which are important objectives. The German armor reinforcements from the... I'll have to look up which exact unit it is, but they'll be coming through Carentan, and the U.S. forces need to destroy one of these bridges or both bridges before the armor is able to come through town and run them right over. And that is all the positions for the units that are have been engaged on this battlefield. Oh, let me look up and see who the German reinforcements that are first arriving, the armor reinforcements arriving through Carentan. The reinforcements that are coming through Carentan will be around turn 24, and it's going to be 1 platoon from the 12th SS Panzer Regiment, 12th SS Panzer Division. And it will consist of First Lieutenant in the Panzer IV Center, the Platoon Sergeant in the Panzer IV, in the Panzer IV Wirbelwind Sergeant. There's be a sergeant leading this stug. And then there's also two half tracks, which are both the SDKFZ 251. And that will be the reinforcements that first arrived to Karen 10 around turn 24. And then later on in this battle, there'll be a platoon from the Panzer Lehr Division, 930th Panzer. And that's going to consist of, we'll talk about these later though, as we get closer. Yeah, we got two Panthers, King Tiger, two Tiger 1s, and then the come on, what's that tank called again? That's the flamethrower tank. Panzer III flamethrower tank. Flame Panzer. And then also the Nebelwolfer half-track, I think. Amazing. So yeah, but by this point, the American, this group here will be, and probably this group will be taking on this will be by the time the U.S. forces have taken Omaha Beach, and they have armor rolling through the hedgerow table, and the Germans will be trying to get their armor through Carentan and to meet up with the armor from the U.S. forces. But that's much later, so there's enough now to deal with. Okay, I think I've much got everything mentioned for the hedgerows table and Carentan table. Casualties, units, positions. Now let's go take a look at Omaha Beach. Defending Omaha Beach, the 916th Grenadiers. First platoon started fully deployed, and in the 2 turns now that they've been engaged, they've had 9 KIA, and that was 2 from first section, 3 from second section. Third section has taken no casualties. The heavy weapons have taken 3 KIA, and headquarters has taken 1 KIA. Some were destroyed, killed in this building here. But let's go over the unit positions. So in this building, first of all, being that it's closest to the attack that's coming on Omaha Beach here, we have a Goliath team positioned behind the building. They have already sent out their Goliath tank mine. Inside the second floor, we have the 1st Platoon, 1st Section Assistant Leader with SMG, and a 1st Section LMG team here on the second floor. Some soldiers here from 1st Platoon, 2nd Section, moving forward to their 2nd Section Leader. The 2nd Section Flamethrower team here. We have the medium mortar and the heavy mortar, who is going to be hitting on a 5 this turn on the Jackson. We have a sniper starting on ambush, and the forward observer spotter next to him. The 1st Platoon commander, 1st Lieutenant, and his radio operator here in this bunker here. We have the GRB 39 grenade launcher, also known as the anti-tank rifle team. And then here's some of 2nd Platoon. This is 2nd Platoon of the 916th Grenadiers. And this is all of 2nd Section lined up across here in this position. The end of that trench, that light colored brown, is the entrance to the tunnel. The tunnel goes under the road and comes up in this 1st floor of this building. In the back of this bunker, there's an entrance to a tunnel also, goes under the road, and the other side of the tunnel is in this bunker. All the buildings are considered bunkers, except for this is a regular building. It can be destroyed quite easily. This one also, and the one that was destroyed this past turn. Oh, and there will be a LMG team from this is also 2nd platoon manning inside of this bunker, and these soldiers, the LMG team, will start on ambush. And I think the 2nd platoon commander is in here actually. The 3 soldiers in the closest to the screen. And that's the platoon commander and his radio operator, and then the medic is in front. I'm going to use him as a shield to get out of this bunker and get down into the trench system. I think that wraps up this right flank over here. And then we have in this bunker is the 88. It's got a great line of sight. Over here is a Pac 40, and in the back of this bunker, guarding the back, there's a bunker opening there that has a flamethrower team starting on ambush. The first floor of this building here, more soldiers from 2nd platoon of the 916th, and except the men on the stairs in the center screen, they are a 2-man forward observer team from 1st platoon. The rest is all 2nd platoon soldiers, though, including the platoon sergeant center screen. Half of 3rd section position in this building. The other half of 3rd section, 2nd platoon, is out here along this trench wall with the 3rd section leader leading them. You'll notice some buildings have these white pieces of paper with some numbers. That's the building's health, and at a certain point each building and bunker can be destroyed. This little building here has soldiers from the other half of 2nd platoon, 1st section, 2 soldiers on the roof, and inside an LMG team, and the 1st section assistant leader. Actually, that was the 1st section leader, not assistant leader. In this bunker here, we have the 2nd section assistant leader on the end, sniper from 2nd platoon starting on ambush, and then the MMG team from 1st platoon. MMG team from 2nd platoon, and they are not on the roof, they are in this bunker. We also have 2 soldiers here. This is 2nd section, 1st platoon, 2nd section leader, and 1 rifleman. Down here we have 1st section leader and 2 soldiers. All 3 of these soldiers have SMGs down here. They're getting ready to cover anything coming from the back of this bunker. Inside of this building here, we have 2nd section assistant leader for 1st platoon and 2 soldiers, 1 with SMG, 1 with rifle. There's the flamethrower team in the back of the bunker on ambush and the Pac 40. There's the horrible 88. And I think I already mentioned it, but so the 916th Grenadiers defending the beach, 1st platoon, they have taken 9 KIA already, and 2nd platoon has taken no casualties so far. Now let's go over and take a look at the U.S. forces assaulting Omaha Beach. The 116th Infantry, heavy weapons, 3rd squad, platoon leader, 1st lieutenant. It's 3rd squad through here. 2nd squad starts about right here, and the 116th Infantry, they've taken 1 KIA. Actually, they've taken 2 KIA, 1 of the heavy machine gun soldiers, and this soldier here from 2nd, or forward observer soldier. Then they have 4 wounded. And so second squad, and then 1st squad of the 116th starts here, over this way. And then the 2nd Rangers, Company C, 2 platoons, starts here with the heavy weapons. The company commander, 2nd platoon, and then over here it's 1st platoon. And then also the 743rd Tank Battalion, Company A, is also surviving well for being on the battlefield for 2 turns. Only 1 tank from 2nd platoon has been knocked out. So they keep pushing up the beach. Oh, and the Rangers have no KIA, and they have just 2 soldiers wounded. And that's going to pretty much wrap it up for the introduction video tonight. And so the next like 3 nights from now, I'll be starting with the artillery strike called in by the 6th Fallschirmjäger Forward Observer Team on Sergeant Travis's M8 Scout car. And then we'll get rolling on ambushes, ambush roll-offs, see who's going to win the ambushes. And then we'll get to the first dice. So, see you next time. Oh, so when the infantry can only move 4 inches in the water and advance, and on the sand they can run 9 inches or advance 6 inches. Anytime a armor or infantry advances or runs on any of the sand on the beach, and also any earth that's sand colored, they have to take an orders test, and it's a landmine test, vehicles and infantry, to see if they hit a landmine.